This is my review of the Tosaichi Shadow Gyuto. The handle is a hoe-style handle made from magnolia with a buffalo horn ferrule. Overall, the craftsmanship is pretty good with this. However, there's some slight discoloration to the pins, as you can see. There's also a slight gap between the ferrule and the blade. Moving on to the blade itself, it's made from an Aogami supercore steel with stainless steel cladding and this beautiful blacksmith finish and hand-on writing here. The blade dimensions, so it's got a cutting edge of 210mm, blade height of 51mm and an overall blade length of 310mm. Moving on to the profile, as you can see there is a fair belly to the knife, so you're able to rock chop and push cut very nicely with it. Moving on to the sharpness out of the box, I'll give you a quick demo of this. Moving on to part 2 of my Tosaichi Shadow Gyuto review, I'll show it cutting some different vegetables. So this is how thin you can get a piece of cucumber. You can see it's wafer thin. That was the cucumber. And then this is the tomato. I haven't actually created a base out of the tomato, so I'll do that now. Give it a go. See how easily it goes through. So that was some aesthetic shots of the Tosaichi Shadow Gyuto. So now I will prepare a small portion of salsa using the Tosaichi Shadow Gyuto. That was the tomato. You can see it glided through effortlessly. Now I'll move on to the cucumber. First of all, we're going to take the outer skin. Now bear in mind I'm not a chef, so I'm not going to be using the best knife skills. But I thought this would be a great chance to show off how sharp this blade is, making this basic salsa. I also don't have any onions, so it's not a particularly nice salsa either. As you can see, the food retention is very good, nothing sticking to the blade at all. Just slicing through very nicely. Let's see if we can do this stack. This is where things could go a bit wrong. Having reviewed the knife and prepared some veg with it, I've come up with my key points that I liked about it. So my main things I liked about it were, it had a great cutting edge out of the box, amazing food retention, and a nice balance point for a pinch grip. I also liked the fact that it had a Western style handle, because these are very comfortable. However, this can sort of move over into the disadvantages as well. If you're looking for a knife that is, purely a Japanese style knife with a wire handle, I obviously wouldn't be recommending this one to you, but it is a great package overall. There's some slight errors in the craftsmanship. I mean, for example, the slightly discoloured pins and the gap between the blade and the ferrule, but these were only minor and wouldn't have a massive impact on the knife. So overall, if you're looking for that sort of Japanese style blade with a Western handle, great cutting edge, nice balance, good weight, then I'd highly recommend the knife.